Come on. Oh, baby, my Ps4 off.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you, boy. 49, check 49, check 49.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And a cutback, right sideline. And a touchdown, Falcons. Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot. There on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 52.
Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Freeman. Oh, spinning away. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On the set. Check line 54. Line 54. Too low.
Off play action. Love. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Freeman. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Check. Coach. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Hey.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Freeman, the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Barely got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Go.
And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Looking to throw on second down. Love airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcon first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Coach Smith. Say, go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Panthers' 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 buzz. 53 the mic. Hey. You back. Get it.
2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
60-yard line. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 45. Recon, 132 fighter. Get off the field. Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Check. 53.
They'll look to throw here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This is Freeman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 outlaw. General, fast. Get him. Check 37, check 37. Begin. Check 24. Go.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
I'm going to run you over. Exit. 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch his left. Ready.
From the gun, Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
61, matchbox lights. Fair.
6. Makes it 3rd.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Able to spin free. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. Watch the shift.
McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Taylor. Yes. Come on, QB, come on. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Ward. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
2nd and 6.
This is nearly.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 24. Kill. Slip.
You're out. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Lead grip.
On the ground, McCaffrey pushing through the contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, hit it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Ready, ready, ready. Scene 6. Gonna be a long day on this.
He's back to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Let's get ready with us. Ready.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Back to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's it, baby. Bravo.
It's now 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Yep.
There we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Echo. 54. Watch 54. Set. Go.
On 4th down, Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
On the set. Look. Squeeze.
The Panthers take over.
Fight.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all